Hello and good afternoon to you. I'm Rachel reporting live from 𝐊𝐴𝐿 Studios. It's lunchtime here in Sydney and time for the mid-market pulse. Australian shares were trading lower by mid-session after a broad-based sell-off. The renewed concerns about rising interest rates over in the US and mixed global cues spooked market sentiment. However, a continued rebound in commodity prices stalled some of the market losses. The benchmark index was trading 0.93% lower by lunchtime. The index opened marginally lower today, tracking muted cues from US stocks, which closed on a mixed note in overnight trade. On Wall Street, the Dow Jones rose 0.21%, while the S&P 500 dropped 0.28%. The Nasdaq ended 0.52% lower. Back home on the sectoral front, 8 of 11 sectoral indices were trading in negative terrain. Healthcare was the worst performing sector with a 2.4% loss. The information technology space also witnessed a surge in selling, falling 2.3%, in line with its US counterpart, the Nasdaq. AREIT's consumer discretionary industrials and materials sector were also down over 1%. Bucking the trend, energy, utilities and financials are currently trading in the green. Energy emerged as a top performer for the second day with a 3% gain as crude oil prices rose for its fifth straight day. Crude oil was up 1.8% to $79.53 a barrel, its highest level since October 2018. That's amid supply disruption in the United States as well as a rise in demand. Index heavyweights Woodside, Origin Energy, Oil Search, Beach Energy and Santos are among the top gainers. On the COVID-19 front, Victoria's daily case tally surged past New South Wales. For the first time, New South Wales reported 863 new locally acquired coronavirus cases and 7 deaths in the past 24 hours. Victoria, meanwhile, continued to register a spike in daily cases, with a fresh 867 reported infected today. Let's now take a look at the top gainers and losers by mid-session trade. The top loser on the ASX pag was tech firm Megaport, with their shares falling 6.5% by lunchtime. Some of the other top laggards were iron ore miner Fortescue Metals, healthcare firm Pro Medicus, miner Evolution Mining and property group Charter Hall. On the gaining side, Beach Energy topped the gainers list by rising almost 8%. Some of the other top performers were fertilisers and chemical manufacturer Incitec Pivot, shopping centres operator Unibail Rodamco Westfield, energy major Santos and coal miner Whitehaven Coal. Let's now take a look at stocks that grabbed the headlines today. First up, shares of Beach Energy jumped almost 8% as mentioned after the oil producer unveiled plans to increase its production target. The energy major plans to raise production to 28 million barrels of oil equivalent by financial year 2024. That's in a plan that includes increasing its focus on gas. The production target would represent a 13% compound annual growth rate. Well, it would also focus to cut its carbon emissions by a quarter from a fiscal year 2018 baseline by 2025. The company has an aspiration to reach net zero emissions by 2050. Another energy firm, Origin Energy, also saw its shares surging by almost 5% by lunchtime. The share price rose after the company said that the value of Octopus Energy tripled to $5.5 billion as a new investor acquired a 7% stake in the UK-based company. Now, Origin holds a 20% stake in Octopus. The company says it will invest a further $70 million to maintain its shareholding in the company. That's after fund manager Generation Investment Management purchased 7% of Octopus for £211 million, which pushed the company's market value. Origin entered into a strategic partnership with Octopus back in May 2020, acquiring a 20% equity interest for £215 million. So now it's time for a very short break, but stay tuned with 𝐊𝐿 TV. I'll be back with more trending market updates.
Tune in to stay updated while on the move.
We will tell you where the crypto craze has reached,
Where the property market is headed next.
what the world is doing to become more environmentally friendly.
Apart from tracking the daily market charter.
Be on top of the latest news and announcements
With 𝐊𝐿 TV.
Hello, welcome back. I'm Rachel, live from Sydney, and you're watching the Mid-Market Commentary. Let's look at some more stocks that grabbed markets' attention today. Shares of Whitehaven Coal climbed almost 5% to hit its record high level since 2019 on the surge of the coal prices. The price of coal rose up to $180 per tonne, nearing its record level of $195 per tonne, which it hit in July 2008. Demand from China and Europe has helped spur a broad rally in energy commodities that's added a lift to gas and oil prices. Next up, shares of NRW Holdings are up 1.5% following a business update. The mining and construction services provider says its subsidiary Primero Group will oversee the engineering, procurement and construction of the Finniss lithium process plant that's located in the Northern Territory close to Darwin. The project will start immediately and is fully funded, with site works planned to begin in March 2022, with commissioning of the facility due to start in October that year. Moving on, shares of healthcare company Telix Pharmaceuticals traded marginally lower following an ASX update. The company informed its shareholders this morning that it's received a $12.1 million tax refund for its eligible research and development activities undertaken by the company in the year ending 31st of December 2020. Telix's application to enable partial recovery of essential overseas research and development expenditure has been accepted by the Department of Industry, Science and Energy Resources here in Australia. And lastly, leading lithium-sulfur battery technology developer Lyas Energy started trading on the ASX today after completing an initial public offering. The company had received overwhelming response for its $34 million IPO. The capital raised will be primarily used to fund commercial scale-up of new technology and ongoing research and development work. At an offer price of 85 cents, the company has a market capitalisation of $544 million. Well, that's a wrap for the show. Keep watching 𝐊𝐴𝐚 TV for more trending market updates from Australia and around the world. I'm Rachel, signing off for now.